Hang on. There we go. I think that's right. Good evening, everyone. Welcome along. It is Thursday, the 12th of February. As always, thank you very much for joining in. For joining me for this quiz this evening. Another 50 questions. I'm losing my voice. Another 50 questions for you tonight. So grab your pens and paper, get yourselves nice and comfortable and settled in. We'll be starting in about 9.5 minutes time. Ish. I messed up. I started the live stream on the wrong stream and it completely threw my timings out. So it's about 9 and a bit minutes. But hey, who cares? Quiz is coming up in a bit. Plenty of time to grab yourselves pen and paper, get yourselves settled in. Hope you're all well. Hope you've had a wonderful week. Still trying to work out what is going on with this weather. Apparently it's snowing here in Darwin at the minute. I don't know what part of Darwin. It's not that big a place, so I'm not 100% sure what is going on at the minute. But yeah, hope you're all well. Hope you're all staying nice and cozy and comfortable, whatever it is that you are doing this evening. I have got an exclusive little preview to show you a little later on. A labour of love project that has been going on and I've been working on in the background for 18 months. It is finally very, very close to sort of a beta test with the patrons in a couple of weeks and then start rolling it out. But if you remember, if you're one of those who remember the wonderful quiz jockey from the incredible Michael, the replacement is nearly here. But how do I put it? I'll show you the clip in a little while. I've got a little advert teaser for it, but I'll do that towards the break. But for now, let's say hello to some of you lovely, wonderful people. Just clocked out the corner of my good evening from a quietish club. Thanks, Vic. Good evening from a quietish club, but now getting busier. At least 6 teams so far, including a new team. Welcome along, new team to the White Regis Social Club. As you can tell, this is on a magical video screen from a land far, far away. But welcome. I mean, good luck in the White Regis. I mean, there are some lovely people. In fact, no, to be fair, everyone, I'm not even going to make a joke. Everyone is absolutely brilliant in the White Regis Social Club. They are a wonderful, wonderful bunch of people. And when I went in there a while ago, everyone was absolutely, so friendly. So, yeah, if you're ever, I was going to say if you're ever in the area, but it's a social club. I'll get back to you on that one. Anyway, for now, let's say hello to the rest of you lovely people and see how you're doing. Good evening to Angela, who says, "Shout out, please, for hubby Fred. Has got a broken nose." I'm not going to ask how that happened. I'm just going to move swiftly on, but hello to Angela and get well soon, Fred. I hope it's not causing you too much damage or too much pain. Good evening to Janet Yabsley, who says, always look forward to Thursday and Saturday. So good evening to you. Good evening to the Devonshire Dumplings. Hope you guys are well. Good evening to all of you. Good evening to Judith Williams. Made it over the tops, no problem. Still unsure if I'll be online, but have 2 days quiet after Friday morning to catch up. Yeah, I know you're only just about over the hills. And to be honest, I know it's a bit sketchy with internet. I am counting down the days, by the way, to fibre. I am like a giddy child. Most of you have probably got fibre across the world, in various places that you're in. But yeah, I'm counting down the days till my fibre gets installed and come out of the dark ages of Darwin. So yeah, I know you're only a little bit over the hills, but yeah, hopefully you managed to catch up at some point, Judith. Good evening to Nicola Gregory from Nottingham. Good evening to you. Hope you are well. Good evening to Linda Herring back from Devon. And despite getting full marks, Vel and I didn't win any of our music quizzes as we lost on the tiebreak. I saw this just as I was sort of loading everything up, and it got me thinking, how well policed was your music quiz? I'm not saying you. I mean, you guys will be absolutely fine, but was anyone watching some of the other teams? Because I guarantee some of them would have had Shazam on the go. I guarantee it. But gutted you lost on tie breaks as well. But looking forward to joining up with Vel and Steve tonight on WhatsApp. So good evening to you guys. Hope you're well. Good evening to BT and JT, who have been chatting away BT's been chatting away in the YouTube live chat. So good evening to all of the YouTube live chat legends. That's someone I haven't seen on the shout out post, but I'll scroll up and maybe you're there. But good evening to all of you guys. Hope you are well. Hola just finished watching the half pipe. Is there a half pipe like snowboarding or something in the Winter Olympics? I'll be honest, I've not seen any apart from what I saw at Radio Lanx this morning, but good evening, Roxy. Anyway, good evening to Mary, who says, "Can you say happy birthday to Paul Tracy from Colchester, who is 75 this week?" Of course, can. Happy birthday to you, Paul. Hope you've had a wonderful, wonderful week. 75. To you, good evening to Kieran and Lorna. Been watching the Winter Olympics this week, so we don't jinx the quiz, which means we'll come fourth tonight. And you know what? I don't think there's any Winter Olympics questions anywhere near the quiz this evening. I'll be honest. I've kind of forgot about the Winter Olympics. I know it sounds awful because I'm quite a sporty person, but F1 testing came back yesterday, and I have been sat watching the live timings like it's watching football scores on CFAX. I've had one screen with live timings, and every couple of minutes just have a quick look across. All right, okay, see who's improved. Nothing much changes in testing, but yeah, it's been my eyes must be awful this week. But yeah, so good evening to Kieran and Lorna. Hello to the Weg 4 from Somerset and Sanquhar. Good evening to you guys. Hope you are well. Hope you're all good. Good evening to... Oh, hang on. Can we ask for a shout out for the newbies, Linda and Claire, and the Bakewell Tarts of Claire and Brian? Good evening to you guys. Keep up the good work with the links. Myself, Claire of the Bakewell Tarts gets up in the morning with a fried brain as doing it before anything else, and Linda does it in the middle of the night. But that makes sense. I was sort of trying to read that and then thought, no, yeah. So Jay's links, which he's very popular in the morning. I'll be honest, it must get some of you like cracking early. So yeah, hope you guys are all well. Good evening to Moogie and Phil, sitting comfortably and ready for some fun as always. To be honest, again, I set the quiz up on Monday, and then I've been cracking on with coding work for most of the week because I'm 4 weeks ahead with writing quizzes. So I've taken a break from quiz writing this week, and I've been cracking on with Quiz Hub Live. So I can't actually remember what's in the quiz. To this moment, I don't know what the connection round is. I know if it's what I think it is. I told you what it is a couple of weeks ago because I had the idea for it in the middle of a quiz a couple of weeks ago. But I can't remember whether it's tonight or Saturdays. So yeah, good evening to Moogie and Phil. Glad you're sitting comfortably. I shall begin in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Yeah, there he is. Good evening to Sir Bill, tutor of Legendshire. Hope you are well. We're gonna have to do that as well because you know how obviously you salute like royalty and all of that. I'm gonna have to teach everybody how to do the sort of Sir Bill tutor salute. So if anyone ever meets you in public properly, then they'll have they have to address you in the right way. You're supposed to curtsy or bow to royals, and to Sir Bill, tutor of Legendshire, it is 2 fingers and flick it towards you. No, actually, that sounds really wrong. Let's move on very quickly, but good evening to you. Hello to Irene and to Bob. Good luck to Vicky and Ben. We're going to do it tonight. We have help. Bramble the cockapoo. Good evening, guys. I hope you're well. I don't even know where to go with that. Moving on. Good evening. Hey, hello to the 2 weird dots from Horby, our friends over in Sweden, the wonderful guys over there. Life's been busy, but tonight we are back, but from 2 different locations, which is absolutely awesome. As everyone does, the quiz for nearly 6 years, it has been here on a Thursday and a Saturday night. It doesn't matter if you can't make every night. It is here for you whenever you are ready to drop in and out, which is the absolute most important thing, that that when you're ready to come back, it is here. So welcome back to you guys. Hope you are very, very well over there in Sweden. You guys will definitely have snow, I would assume. Good evening to Claire Louisa. Who knew your name could be found on the side of our oxygen generators at work? I saw this morning, and it is still... Yeah, the models of J3, J6, J10, J5, and J8. If you want to have a look at the picture, it's on the shout out post, which I thought was absolutely brilliant. But yeah, good evening to you, Claire. I just get about everywhere, to be fair. I'm all over the place. And finally on here, Dazza and Denise, good evening to you. That's if we can waddle over to the computer with our webbed feet. Own up who's been doing a rain dance. Yeah, I'd like to know that as well, to be honest. I'm failed to get the arc created as we speak. But right, we are ready to go. I think in the picture, Jay forgot to put the puppets on his hands. Huh? What picture? Have I missed something? No. I'm going to move swiftly on and let's crack on with the quiz. I'm sure someone will fill me in from Patreon, Discord, what's going on. Right, it is Thursday, the 12th of February. As always, thank you very much for joining this evening. Grab yourselves a pen, grab yourselves a piece of paper, get yourselves settled in. Remember, as always, the YouTube live chat is switched on during the quiz. I don't have it on. The only time I now open it from a few minutes before I start the live stream. The only time I open it is when I say to you if you want to share your scores. So don't put your answers in the comments. Grab yourselves a pen and a piece of paper. 30 questions. Take a break. I'll go through those first 30 answers. Then I'll come back in when we'll do the final 20 questions and wrap up the quiz. And at various points, I'll ask you to share your scores and let me know how you got on. So here we go. Round one is entertainment this evening. And let's start with this for number one. Which long-standing American rock band is made up of members Billy Joe Armstrong, Mike Drint, and Trey Cool? This picture. Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't do that. It hurts my neck. That was from my my last visit to the White Ridge. I'm overdue a trip to come and see you guys. I've not been down for a couple of years. I need to come and see you guys at some point. I'm overdue a trip. Number two, which 1972 film centers around the Corleone family? To be fair, I was 3/4 of the way to you a couple of weeks ago to host a quiz on a Saturday night, but I passed you on the way because you were at Evesham. I came past Evesham to come towards Fleet area. Oh, I was closer to the social club than you were. Number three, who is this? Number four, Baby One More Time was the debut single for which singer in 1998? This broke my heart when I wrote this question and realised how long ago this song was. And then I remembered Darius's version, and that broke my heart even more. Number five, Black Box had a 1989 hit with Ride On What? I daren't look at the Patreon Discord server when this question lands for the answers and the suggestions that I'm going to get from them. So Black Box had a 1989 hit with Ride On What? I'm going to call it now. There's going to be Lawnmower. I can't think of anything else. First one in there, Lawnmower. See, called it. Number six, name the band pictured here. Either that is perfect timing or Tristan's internet is a lot better than mine. Number seven, which medical comedy set at the Sacred Heart Hospital returns this month for the first time in 16 years? So which medical comedy set at the Sacred Heart Hospital returns this month for the first time in 16 years? That's a different question. It can't be Ride On Spice Girls minus Posh. That would be very weird. Talking of Spice Girls, where's Hayley? Number eight, name the song you were working as a waitress in a cocktail bar when I met you. So name the song you were working as a waitress in a cocktail bar when I met you. I wonder how many people that's actually happened to. wonder how many people in the world can actually say those lines and it actually is true. Because that much is true. Number 9, name the group. I think I've had too much sugar today. And I'm not drinking fizzy drinks anymore. I've got like multitudes of these around me at the minute, so can't be that sugar. And number 10, the Stone Roses were formed in which UK city? I don't know what round 2 is. Oh, round 2, history. I know what round 3 is. Round 2 with some history for you tonight. Starting with this for number 1. Which explosive material was invented by Alfred Nobel? Which explosive material was invented by Alfred Nobel? I really should open up the Word doc and have a quick look through. Be a good idea, wouldn't it? What day is it? Thursday, 12th. Yeah, I know what round 3 is. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah. Question number 2. Which of the founding fathers of the US is this? So which of the founding fathers of the US is this? Number 3. Which former US president shares its name with a vacuum cleaner brand? Oh, hang on. My moderator's just sent me something. Oh, fair play, Ian. I was working as a DJ in my local pub when I met my wife. Not quite the same. It's almost there, but... number 4, the houses of York and which other fought the War of the Roses? Oh, that's tickled me. Because I'm now playing it through the song in my head with those words. Number 5, if Prince William's son George becomes king, which number George would he be? So if Prince William's son George becomes king, which number George would he be? I forgot to check the line of succession to see if he is... Is he number 3 in line? I can't remember. Number 6, what was the name of the 1918-1920 flu pandemic? What was the name of the 1918 to 1920 flu pandemic? Actually, that one's awful. Let me remove that one. Never mind. Number 7, which country did Brazil gain independence from in 1822? Number 8, which of these religious movements was founded by Joseph Smith in the late 1820s? Was it Scientology, Judaism, the Satanic Temple, or the Latter-day Saints? I mean, if you don't know, you can probably, by process of elimination, narrow that down to 2. Which of these religious movements was founded by Joseph Smith in the late 1820s? Scientology, Judaism, the Satanic Temple, or the Latter-day Saints? How would Jay's quiz have looked during the 1918 to 20 pandemic? Probably would have taken a while. We probably would have done it via post. I'd probably have sent the questions out by sort of like carrier pigeon and smoke signals. Oh no, 1918. Yeah, I probably would have been done by post. Number 9. Who was the last nation to surrender at the end of World War II? Was it Germany, Japan, Korea, or USA? So who was the last nation to surrender at the end of World War II? Germany, Japan, Korea, or the USA? And number 10, how is the East Coast US city of New Amsterdam now more commonly known as which city? How is the East Coast US city of New Amsterdam now more commonly known as which city? Oh, hang on. I'm fire in the YouTube live chat tonight. 1820 pandemic, I'm assuming. 1918 pandemic, I'm assuming. Kieran's talking about would we have had to clap for Florence Nightingale? Yeah. Oh, don't. Now it's got me thinking as to whether or not 6-year anniversary's coming up. Maybe I could do a 1918 to 20 themed Jay's Quiz pandemic 6-year celebration special. There's food for thought. Anyway, right, round 3, last letter, first letter. So, as always, the last letter of answer 1 is the first letter of answer 2, and so on, and so be it. So, last letter of answer 2 will be the first letter of answer 3, and so on. They are all brand names, just so you know that there is a common theme with them, and I'm doing it that way. They're all brand names, and most of them are in some form of crypticness. And there's some clues in there, with the exception there's a couple of general knowledge as well. So here's number 1. A mega place to rent movies in the 90s. A mega place to rent movies in the 90s. Take at least a week to do the quiz, as would have had to post the answers, Telegram, and then repost the mistakes. Yeah. It'd probably take about 6 months to finish off a quiz when you sort of like, sort of send the answers out and then send them back again saying you've got that wrong one, Jay. And then send that back again saying you've got, yeah. Number 2, a scarlet type of cow, maybe. A scarlet type of cow, maybe. So don't forget, they're all brand names. Number 3, the building blocks of many childhoods and adult pastimes. Number 4, time to look at the last Greek letter in the alphabet. So time to look at the last Greek letter in the alphabet. No, would have put the wrong address to post it so no one would know the answers. I'm not that bad. Number 5, one of these a day will keep the doctor away. So don't forget, they're all brand names. Thrashed my head writing this a few weeks ago, trying to find brand names to fit the, yeah. Number 6, this bunny powers up devices. This is where the round becomes clever, because you probably have 2 different options for this, but it's all about the previous letter, the previous answer. Number 7, a footwear brand founded in Bolton, Lancashire, and a classic choice for 90s kids and adults alike. So a footwear brand founded in Bolton, Lancashire, and a classic choice for 90s kids and adults alike. Train, talking to Bolton, that train is on its way there now. It's the train to Rochdale. Calling at stops I can't remember in between. Yeah, it's to Bolton, and then Manchester, Victoria, and then toddlers on its way to Rochdale. Number 8, the brand is exceedingly good. It should be this. This brand is exceedingly good. Number 9, need to mind this clothing brand when boarding a tube train. So need to mind this clothing brand when boarding a tube train. Oh, I've just read number 10. I know what I've done with this question. It makes it, the way I've done it, makes it look like I'm being sarcastic, but I'm not. It's number 10, the first human woman created in Greek mythology, now a charming jewellery company. Charm. So well known for charm. I wasn't trying to be sarcastic. I know what I meant. That one. That one's fine there. That one. So there you go. That's your first 30 questions then this evening. How do you think you are doing? Well, we'll find out together in a few moments' time. Yeah, if you need a recap on those first 30, head on, or you want to look at the pictures in any more detail, head on over now to quizhub.co.uk or scan the QR code on screen now. When you get there, go to the recap menu, click on today's date, which is the 12th of December, and then underneath the video for tonight's quiz, there will be 2 parts. It will say part 1, part 2. We're in part 1. To click on part 1, and that is the access code you need, 016396. All those details will be up on screen in the break as well. So yeah, head on over there if you want to recap those first 30 questions. I'm going to take a 5-minute break. All those details will be on screen as well. I'm going to play you a very short advert for, so I teased this earlier right at the beginning of the quiz. If you remember Quiz Jockey and the interactive way to play the quiz, I've been saying for a while there is something coming. This has taken me 18 months to get to this point because I have done it all myself. I have learned all of this, all of the technology and everything I've needed to learn. I have done this all by myself, learning, coding, everything. It is nearly ready to go. I need to run a few tests with some actual people rather than me on 8 different screens, which is very confusing. But for those of you who remember Quiz Jockey, or if you're looking for an interactive way to play the quiz, this is coming soon. So I'm going to take 5 minutes. So you'll see the ad, take 5 minutes, all your break details on screen, and I'll see you very soon. Okie dokie, answers coming up then in a moment's time, so make sure you've got those first 30 written down. Just a couple of parish notices have been sent in the break. Where are we? There's there somewhere. Yeah, happy birthday to Ian, who is celebrating his birthday today with everybody in situ rather than actually over the interweb. So happy birthday to you, Ian. Hope you are having a wonderful celebration for your birthday with everybody in the same room for a change. And also Kieran said it looks great, although he thinks I've spelt wrong. Yeah, quite possibly, but the beauty of it is with Quiz Hub Live, it's so whereas before with Quiz Jockey we had a group of wonderful girls behind the scenes who were fantastic, and they basically manually sort of marked any that was spelt slightly off. With this, it's all self-contained. So just like a normal pub quiz, you basically you'll get assigned an answer sheet to mark from another team that's in the venue that you're in. So yeah, it's all self-contained. And to be fair, once it's up and running, and if it's cracking on and it works, there's no reason why it couldn't. It will. I mean, it will work in pubs as well, as rather than having pen and paper on the tables, it would work in pubs as well. So, but I'm not thinking about that at the minute. It's just for this, really, and it's not compulsory as well. I got sent that in the break. It's not compulsory. It's not you must now play on Quiz Hub Live. No, you can still play as you do normally, but if you want to play in an interactive way, you can. But yeah, more about that to come in a few weeks. Yeah, over in a few weeks' time. So yeah, keep your eyes on my socials. Patreons will test it first. I'll do it on a Patreon quiz in a couple of weeks with real life people. Then there'll be a few. I'll do some few sort of invite only kind of tests as well. So keep your eyes peeled for that if you want to be involved. Right, grab your answer sheets. Let's see how you did with your first 30 questions this evening. Entertainment was where we started tonight. And here we go. I think I've spelt one of these wrong. I think it was Claire pulled me up on it. I think it's probably because you've had the fresh oxygen supply, I think. But yeah, so I've spelt the name wrong. But which long-standing American rock band is made up of members Billy Joe Armstrong, Mike Drint, and Trey Cool? It is Green Day. Number 2, which 1972 film centers around the Corleone family? It is The Godfather. I didn't say patrons were real life people. I just said test it with the patrons and then some real life people. Number 3, who is this? That is Alice Cooper. Number 4, Baby One More Time was the debut single for which singer in 1998? It's Britney Spears, who has just sold her back catalogue as well. I worry for Britney. There's a load of conspiracy videos about Britney Spears at the moment. That what we see in the videos at the moment isn't actually Britney Spears, which is... I love conspiracy theories and reading them. Number 5, Black Box had a 1989 hit with Ride On Time. Number 6, name the band. It's the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Number 7, which medical comedy set at the Sacred Heart Hospital returns this month for the first time in 16 years? It is Scrubs. Really apprehensive about this. I quite enjoyed Scrubs when it first came out, and after a 16-year break, can they rekindle the magic? I don't know. I'm worried about it. We'll see. Number 8, name the song. You were working as a waitress in a cocktail bar, or working as a DJ in a pub, whichever way around you want to do it. It is The Human League with Don't You Want Me. Number 9, name the group. That was Girls Aloud. And number 10, the Stone Roses were formed in Manchester. Round 2 with history. Number 1, which explosive material was invented by Alfred Nobel? It's dynamite. Miss Dynamite. Number 2, which of the founding fathers of the US is this? That is Benjamin Franklin. Hang on. Where is Benjamin Franklin? That's not the answer I've got on my Word doc. Oh. Makes a change. I've put the actual right answer into a picture. I'm confusing myself here. Number 3, which former US president shares its name with a vacuum cleaner brand? It is Hoover. Number 4, the houses of York and which other fought the War of the Roses? It was Lancaster. Number 5, if Prince William's son George becomes king, which number would he be? He would be George the 7th. Number 6, what was the name of the 1918 to 1920 flu pandemic? It's the Spanish flu. So if I did look at this for year 6, does that mean I have to do this in Spanish? Even though Spanish flu had absolutely zero to do. Spain had nothing to do with the 18 to 20 pandemic. Anyway, moving on. Number 7, which country did Brazil gain independence from in 1822? It is Portugal. Number 8, which of these religious movements was founded by Joseph Smith in the late 1820s? It was the Latter-day Saints. That's a process of elimination. You could probably have ruled out Scientology and Judaism, and you were left with 2. Number 9, Japan was the last nation to surrender at the end of World War II. They were the last nation to surrender on paper, but then there was the story of the island that didn't realise that the war had ended for a few years afterwards. But yeah, on paper, well, it's either or really, to be fair. If you knew about the island, you knew that was Japan. If you knew about it on paper, you knew it was Japan. Number 10, how is the East Coast US city of New Amsterdam now more commonly known as which city? It is New York City or Manhattan. Round 3, last letter, first letter. Number 1, a mega place to rent movies in the 90s. It is Blockbuster. Wow, what a difference. Number 2, a scarlet type of cow, maybe. It is Red Bull. Number 3, the building blocks of many childhoods and adult pastimes. It is Lego. I had to drag myself out of the Lego shop. I was at Trafford Centre on Friday night with a couple of friends. We were bowling, so we went for a wander and wandered into the Lego shop. I mean, to be fair, I did buy the Apex GP car because I've been after that for ages. Number 4, time to look at the last Greek letter in the alphabet. It is Omega. Number 5, one of these a day will keep the doctor away. It is Apple. Number 6, this bunny powers up devices. So you were probably stuck between 2, but the last question ended in E, which makes Energizer. Number 7, a footwear brand founded in Bolton, Lancashire, and a classic choice for 90s kids and adults alike. It is Reebok. Number 8, the brand is exceedingly good. It is Kipling. Ignorant, my child. Number 9, need to mind this clothing brand when boarding a tube train. Gap. Mind the gap. And finally, number 10, the first human woman created in Greek mythology, now a charming jewelry company. It is Pandora. Very well known for their charms, etc. Right, tot your scores up. How are you getting on so far? I'll open the YouTube live chat up in just a moment's time and call out some of your scores and see how you are getting on. I did get sent something. Yes, of course, you can have Vincent Fernier as well as Alice Cooper. You can absolutely have that. That's no problem. There he is.
Are you doing your quiz?
Yeah, can you come and say hello?
What's the story what he's built?
Oh, go on, quick. While people are putting their scores in, show us what you built.
This is my first new build.
Yeah.
Baby Yoda. And then this is my second. It has a big engine.
Mm.
Also, guess what?
What?
This is you can only this. So you know, like how you can always land it,
yeah.
But sometimes it lands upside down.
Okay.
Well,
It'll land. It'll do both.
it always lands.
Are we calling Whiskers his balaclava?
You mean ninja suit?
Yeah.
Come on, we're gonna. Fair enough. And before you go, you're gonna tell everyone what you've been doing today.
Planting trees and eating pancakes.
Yeah.
And we did not white at all today.
Yeah. Right. Okay. See you in a bit.
We didn't white at all in our books today.
No.
Get you like a...
Right. Right. The talents are
I
right.
need to check if these two float tonight.
Okay.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Come on then.
So let's call out some of the scores while Jack is on his way. 28 for the Eatons. Kate and Gary with 24 out of 30 so far. Paul with 30 out of 30. Well done. Linda Trott with 29. Kieran and Lorna with 28. 28 for Ian on his birthday. 25 for Ali. 26 for Denise. 20 for Lana as well. And 30 out of 30 for the McAndrews. Well done to you guys. 30 out of 30 for Gary and Tamara. Blair and family with 21 out of 30. 28 for Stewie and family. 30 out of 30 for Simeon. 23 for Simon and the Lizard Women. 29 for Vicky and Ben. 28 for Jan and Richard. 19 for Sam. Steve and Helen with 26. Irene with 26, 29 for Tristan, and Roxy is on 27. I'm just saying Roxy because I have no idea if Paul is with you, so I'm just going to say Roxy on her own. Well done to you. I will, keep those scores coming in. We'll do that at the end of the quiz as well. All right, round 4 is your connection round. See how much you've been paying attention recently. Here we go. As always, 9 questions. Question number 10, what links the 9 answers together? Here's question number 1. What was the first name of the first series? What was the first name of first series Pop Idol runner-up Gates? So what was the first name of the first series Pop Idol runner-up Gates? Paul is there. Good evening, Paul. So hang on. Right, between you and Roxy, you both struggled with round 3, question 2. Number 2, what is the surname of Bolton comedian Peter? So what is the surname of the Bolton comedian Peter? Number 3, what name is shared by a Roman emperor? The surname of John, a DC comic book character portrayed by Keanu Reeves, and a town and bay in Cornwall. 3 different ways to try and get the answer to that question. What name is shared by a Roman emperor? The surname of John, a DC comic book character portrayed by Keanu Reeves, and a town and bay in Cornwall. This really is evil this evening. Number 4, what first name is shared by footballer Messi, singer Richie, and actor and choreographer Blair? You may think these are all names, but I'm about to throw a rather large spanner in the works so that you can't put down. They're all names. Number 5, what 3-letter word describes a large freestanding rock outcrop that rises abruptly from the surrounding smooth slopes? I thought this was something else when I wrote this question. I'm just going to double check mine. Yeah, a hill or a rocky peak. Probably would have been a better way to write that, actually, to be fair. A hill or rocky peak. Number 6, what is the surname of Heston, the TV chef known for inventive and unique creations? None for what? No, I'm at the top of this presentation. I'm not going all the way down. Number 7, what was the common name of the Lord? Real name Richard John Bingham, who vanished without a trace. So what was the common name of the Lord? Real name Richard John Bingham, who vanished without a trace. Number 8, what A is severe mental or physical pain or suffering? Number 9, what was the first name of Daly, the wheeler dealer car salesman from the TV series Minder? And as always, question 10, what links the 9 answers together? I think this might be my most evil connection round ever. There is one answer that does give you the connection, even if you don't know how the others fit in. I'm not telling you which one it is. General knowledge then, 10 random questions to bring home the quiz for you this evening. Starting with this for number 1. What is the capital city of Norway? Number 2, what gas do plants absorb from the atmosphere during photosynthesis? Train. Number 3, what is the currency of South Africa? No, I'm Spartacus. I can hear out the corner of my head Jack's going, I'm something, I'm something, I'm something. Oh, I'm not on screen, that's why. Number 4, which superhero had a sidekick called Robin and a butler named Alfred? Number 5, in which country is the river Yangtze? Number 6, what does the M stand for in the computing term RAM? Number 7, name the birds. And I don't, as always, I don't mean name them as like Bert and Ernie, Dave and Earl, or whatever. I mean, what type of birds are these? I'm going to have to start writing that, aren't I? No, I'm not. I'm just going to stick with it. Number 8, how many sides to an octagon? Number 9, name the game pictured here. And your final question tonight, number 10. What animal are heffalumps in the Winnie the Pooh books? So what animal are heffalumps in the Winnie the Pooh books? Right, that's your final 20 questions this evening. Again, if you want to recap those final 20, head on over now to quizhub.co.uk. Same as before. Proper name of the game or one of the many rip-offs. I'll go with I think I've put 2 answers on there. I think I've put the proper name and then one of the rip-off names for that game. Yeah, so head on over now to quizhub.co.uk's code is on screen now, 024174. Judging by what I'm reading in our Patreon Discord server, if I didn't tell you the answer to the connection round, I think you'd be scratching your head long into the night, sat at the table, scratching and still trying to work it out tomorrow morning. But I'll give you the answer after this. I'll see you in 5. Unmute myself, that'll make a change. Right, answers coming up in a few moments time for those final 20. Talking to muting myself. So BBC Radio Lanx, they've now got this big visualization studio that they record everything in. And where they've sat me, I've now got a fader in front of me that when I get the nod, I've got to unmute myself. I said, are you sure about this? I said, I've been commonly known for the last 6 years to constantly have myself on mute. It is even on hoodies and t-shirts. So are you sure this is a wise idea, giving me a fader to talk to thousands of people on BBC Radio Lancashire on a Thursday morning? But yeah, they've kept. I managed to do it today. I didn't have myself on mute. But yeah, so yeah, I needed warning though for that because yeah. Anyway, right, answers coming up in a couple of moments, so make sure you've got those last ones down. Still to come this week, I'm back live on Saturday night as always. Another 50 questions for you on Saturday from 8 here on YouTube. The last JDQ of the week as well. That is on that's available tomorrow from 6 o'clock in the morning on podcasting platforms, so make sure you check that out. Talking of podcasts, actually, my wonderful chat with a very, very good friend and confidant and incredible podcaster Naomi Chanel came out on Tuesday. If you want to give that a listen, we're talking all things from birth all the way through to quizzing. Basically, we're talking about my autobiography, but in a little bit more depth than actually sort of me talking about it, sort of in real time, if you like. Lovely chat with Naomi. It is out on her podcast platforms. You can head over to my socials. I've put it on there. But search for Real Lifes from Naomi on podcast platforms. It's good. It's an hour long. It's good. Right, okay, let's see then how you did with your final 20 this evening. Your connection round. This is going to have you banging your heads on round tables all evening. Here we go. Question number 1. What was the first name of the first series Pop Idol runner-up? Gates. It's Gareth. Number 2, what is the surname of Bolton comedian Peter? It is K. Number 3, what name is shared by a Roman emperor? The surname of John, a DC comic book character portrayed by Keanu Reeves in a town and bay in Cornwall. It is Constantine. Number 4, what first name is shared by footballer Messi, singer Richie, and actor and choreographer Blair? It is Lionel. Number 5, what 3-letter word describes a large freestanding rock outcrop that rises abruptly from the surrounding smooth slopes? It is Tor. Number 6, what is the surname of Heston, the TV chef known for inventive and unique creations? It is Blumenthal. Number 7, what was the common name of the Lord? Real name Richard John Bingham, who vanished without a trace? It is Lucan. I say without a trace, with many sightings, but none proven. Number 8, what A is severe mental or physical pain or suffering? It is anguish. Number 9, what was the first name of Daly, the wheeler-dealer car salesman from the TV series Minder? It is Arthur. That is the one that if you had no idea how the other 9 linked together, if you could think of famous Arthurs, this is where you would have got the connection. Because what links them all together? They are Knights of the Round Table. We dance when we are able. I can't remember the rest of the song, but I love that song from Spamalot. Yeah, Knights of the Round Table is what links those 9 together. Anguish is probably one. You might know some of them. Anguish, it was King Anguish of Ireland. Is a character in Arthurian legend, most notably. In the prose Tristan. He's King of Ireland. Kingdom pays tribute to Cornwall in early tales. And a Knight of the Round Table. There you go. Well done if you did get that this evening. I will say that is probably one of the hardest and most evil connection rounds I have done for a very, very, very long time. And you may have needed some of my multiple clues for it. General knowledge, your final 10. Number 1, capital city of Norway is Oslo. It's probably why I made the general knowledge round quite a little bit sort of tamer than usual. Number 2, what gas do plants absorb from the atmosphere during photosynthesis? It's carbon dioxide. Number 3, what is the currency of South Africa? It is the rand. Number 4, what superhero had a sidekick called Robin and a butler named Alfred? It is Batman. Again, I've said about Batman, you've never seen me and Batman in the same room together. No, I'm a Marvel fan. I'm not really a DC fan. Number 5, in which country is the river Yangtze? It's China. Number 6, what does the M stand for in the computing term RAM? It is memory. Number 7, name the birds. They are pigeons. Number 8, how many sides to an octagon? There are 8 sides to an octagon. Number 9, name the game. That is either Connect 4 or 4 in a row or one of the various other names for it. And finally, number 10, what animal are heffalumps in the Winnie the Pooh books? They are elephants. So, tot your scores up. How have you got on this evening? Pop them into YouTube live chat, or if you're in our Patreon Discord server, pop them into there as well. Your tiebreaker question was done in the last break as a massive panic because I suddenly remembered I hadn't done your tiebreaker question. And then I remembered I had one spare from this morning. It is this. How many candidates have there been across all of the UK series of The Apprentice, not including celebrity specials? It includes this new series that has recently started. So how many candidates have there been across all of the UK series of The Apprentice, not including celebrity specials? As always, nearest to it gets the point if you are playing competitively. If you're adding your score to the global leaderboards of Quiz Hub, it is the difference between your answer and the correct one. Couple of minutes to think about that while I roll on and give you call out some of the scores. 31 for Sam. 31 for Sam, 46 for Vicky and Ben, Stephen, Helen with 43. Simeon has got the 50. Well done to you, Simeon. 42 for Irene, 40 for Blair, 47 for Jan and Richard, 48 for Stewie, 48 for Tristan, 41 for Simon and the Lizard Woman, 48 for Martin, 45 for Vic and Phil in Bristol. On the YouTube live chat, we have 34 for Lana, 46 for Marable family, 49 for the Fox Force 4 family, 45, they are stars on 45. That is retro, Kieran, and that really shows you working radio. Stars on 45. All that jazz. 48 for Linda, 47 for Katie and Gary, 47 for Ian on his birthday. Same age as well. Well done, Ian. 47 on your birthday. Matching your age, perfect. 45 for Denise, 42 for Ali, 47 for JH, 49 for Paul, 43 for Nala's Numpties, 50 out of 50 for the McAndrews, and they are welcome for the extra clues, and 47 for the Carrot Crunchers. Your answer to the tiebreak is here, and it is 336. This caught me out. There's been 20 series. They're in the 20th series now, and there's generally been between 12 and 16 candidates a series. But yeah, there's been 336. Jeepers. There we go. That then is all of your questions then for this evening. Thank you very much, as always, for joining this evening. Thank you very much for playing along. I shall be back then on Saturday night with another 50 questions for you. So make sure you join me on Saturday night if you are free. If not, I'm back here next Thursday with another 50 questions for you, as always. So that is it from me. I will see you all soon. Keep popping your scores in because I'm yeah, I'll have a look in the live chat later on properly. But then I will see you all soon. Have a wonderful couple of days until I see you next time. As always, for me, I'll see you soon. Take care and stay safe.